Today's video is going to blow your mind because hidden in plain sight, right inside your pocket change or old drawers, could be one of the rarest and most valuable Sacagawea $1 coins ever discovered. And when I say valuable, I'm talking six figures, even close to $500,000 for some of these shocking finds. From bizarre minting errors to near-perfect and circulated beauties, these aren't your average golden dollars. Every single coin in this video has a story, and some of them have literally made collectors gasp in disbelief. So stick around, because we're about to reveal 5 ultra-rare Sacagawea dollars that could turn your ordinary coin stash into a fortune. You don't want to miss a single second. And hey, if you love coins, history, and the thrill of treasure hunting, make sure to subscribe to Worth Coin and turn on notifications. You never know which coin we'll talk about next that could be hiding right under your nose. First up, now, let's talk about a coin that might look totally ordinary, but could be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. It's the 2000p Sacagawea $1 coin, and yes, it's one of the most common dates in the entire series. But here's the twist. Some of these coins, especially with hidden errors or unusual finishes, are fetching unbelievable prices. This specific one you're seeing is in fine condition, which means it's been circulated. It has some wear, but the design is still clearly visible. On the front, you'll notice the soft, stoic portrait of Sacagawea carrying her baby, Jean-Baptiste. It's warm, detailed, and still surprisingly bold, even with the age. The back features the soaring eagle, a symbol of hope and freedom, still mostly intact on this coin despite circulation. But what makes some of these 2000p coins skyrocket in value? Let's talk about the errors, and there are a few that made headlines. First, the most famous is the 2000p Wounded Eagle variety. This coin features a dramatic die gouge that slashes across the eagle's belly, looking like it's been stabbed. It's wild, unexpected, and highly collectible. Even in just AU condition, these coins have sold for $5,000 to $7,000 at auction. Uncirculated examples? You're looking at $15,000 or more, and if it's certified Ms. 67 or higher, the value can creep into the $25,000 to $30,000 range. But here's where things really take a turn. There's the ultra-rare 2000p Sacagawea $1 Washington quarter Mule. It's not just rare, it's nearly impossible. This error was created when the obverse die from a Washington quarter was accidentally paired with the reverse of a Sacagawea $1. Imagine a coin that has George Washington's head on one side and a flying eagle on the other. Sounds fake, right? It's 100% real, and only about 19 examples have been found. The last known sale of this mule? A jaw-dropping $192,000, and that was back in 2018. Experts now estimate that if another flawless specimen shows up, it could pull in $250,000 to $350,000 or more. That's nearly a house from one misstruck coin. Even without an error, a 2000p Sacagawea $1 in perfect mint state 69 or 70, especially with special presentation, satin or burnished finishes, can reach $1,500 to $3,000, depending on grading and certification. So how do you know if your 2000p is special? Start by checking for any unusual lines across the eagle that could be a Wounded Eagle variety. Flip the coin and make sure it doesn't have Washington's head on it, because if it does, you've hit the numismatic jackpot. And even if it's just in fine condition like this one, if it shows any strange doubling, off-center strikes, or signs of a mule, you should get it certified immediately. Coins like these have turned ordinary folks into sudden collectors. Some people toss these aside, thinking they were gold-colored tokens. Little did they know, one coin could have paid off their mortgage. Next up, moving on, this next coin might seem like just another golden dollar, but what if I told you a small D mark on this 2000 Sacagawea coin could mean the difference between pocket change and over 200,000? That's right, let's talk about the 2000D Sacagawea $1 coin. Minted in Denver, and this one you're seeing is in fine condition. That means it's been in circulation, has moderate wear, but the details are still visible enough to recognize a potential jackpot. Look at Sacagawea's calm, noble expression, still proud even after years of use, and the baby peeking over her shoulder, a quiet symbol of the journey westward. Flip it over, and the eagle in flight is still distinct, though a little worn around the wingtips. Now, here's where things get truly fascinating. While millions of 2000 Sacagawea dollars were produced, a very small number of them had something almost no one noticed. Until much later, some of these coins were accidentally struck on planchets meant for foreign currency. That's right, coins not even intended for the US dollar series. One of the wildest examples, a 2000 Sacagawea dollar struck on a brass planchet, intended for a US Mint foreign contract, likely meant for a 1 baht coin from Thailand. When this coin was discovered and authenticated, collectors were floored. It weighed slightly less than normal, had a different metallic tone, and when tested, it was confirmed to be a genuine mint error. The result? It sold for an astounding $78,000 at auction. And that was years ago. Today, with the buzz around rare Sacagawea errors growing, some experts believe a pristine example could break the $100,000 mark or higher. But that's not all. There's also the Cheerios reverse variety, which, although more often seen on 2000p coins, was rumored to have been tested with Denver strikes as well. This variety has a sharply defined tail feather pattern on the eagle, completely different from the regular issue. If a 2000 coin ever surfaced with this rare pattern and full mint luster, the value could spike to $125,000 or more, possibly much higher if certified at Ms. 68 or Ms. 69. Now, let's not forget presentation strikes. The Denver Mint also issued coins for collector sets. If you happen to find a 2000 with a proof-like or satin finish, and it's nearly flawless, the value jumps again. We're talking $2,500 to $5,000, even for non-error coins, if graded high enough. So how can you spot a winner? Start with weight. The standard Sacagawea dollar weighs 8.1 grams. If your coin feels off, grab a scale. Check the edge. Is it fully struck or a bit blurred? Look for unusual colors. A brassier tone might indicate a wrong planchet. And examine the eagle. Count the tail feathers. Sharper, more layered ones could mean you've found something extraordinary. This coin in fine condition might not scream wealth right away, but history has shown us that these little golden discs can hide secrets that change everything. Imagine cashing in one old coin and coming out with more than you made in a year. And we're only just getting started. Coming up next, a Sacagawea coin with a finish so rare, collectors once believed it was destroyed at the mint, until one brave collector found it hiding in plain sight. Next up, a coin that most people wouldn't give a second glance. It's scratched, it's worn, it's been through pockets, vending machines, maybe even laundry cycles. But this 2001 Sacagawea $1 coin, despite its heavily circulated condition, might be one of the rarest treasures hiding in plain sight. Now, at first glance, this coin looks tired. The details are smooth. Sacagawea's face is soft and faded, and the eagle on the reverse barely shows its feathers anymore. The Denver Mint mark, that little D just below the date, is still there. A small reminder that this coin was born in Colorado over 2 decades ago. But here's where the story gets absolutely shocking. In 2001, something mysterious happened. At the Denver Mint, a handful of Sacagawea dollars struck that year were discovered with proof-like mirror finishes, even though Denver didn't produce proofs. These were unauthorized burnished finish coins, likely test strikes or experimental pieces that somehow slipped out of the mint. Only a few ever surfaced, and here's the kicker. One of these 2001 burnished finish Sacagawea dollars sold for $167,300. You heard that right, a coin from 2001, the same year that brought us iPods and AOL CDs, secretly became one of the most valuable $1 coins in US modern history. All because of a finish no one expected and the story that surrounded its release. Collectors now believe that a small group of test pieces were created for internal review, possibly for upcoming presentation sets. But instead of being destroyed, a few may have been accidentally released into circulation. And since these looked almost like ordinary coins, they vanished into the everyday world, hiding in plain sight. Now think about that for a moment. This beat-up coin you're seeing, the one with barely visible features, could be a test strike. Or even more unbelievable, it could be a wrong planchet error, struck on a coin blank meant for another country. A 2001D Sacagawea struck on a copper nickel planchet meant for a different denomination sold for over 50,000, and a known broad strike error on this date where the coin expands beyond its normal rim sold for more than $22,000. Even in circulated condition, the lesson here is simple. Don't judge a coin by its shine. Check the edge. Is it uneven? Missing reading? Check the weight. Anything lighter or heavier than 8.1 grams could be your golden ticket. And if the finish looks unusually mirror-like, or has an odd luster, don't assume it's fake. It could be a test strike worth 6 figures. Some of the most valuable coins in history weren't found in velvet boxes. They were found in junk drawers, in parking lots, and in handfuls of change handed back from a fast food counter. This 2001D Sacagawea might look like it's seen better days, but it could be the ultimate underdog. Coming up next, we uncover a 2002 Sacagawea coin that was never supposed to be released to the public at all, yet a few escaped, and now collectors are willing to drop over $300,000 for the chance to own one. And if your heart's racing like mine, hit that subscribe button for Worth Coin, because we're just getting started.